Okay, good morning students. Let us continue with chapter number 6, triangles. Remember, this is an extremely important chapter from the point of view of exams. And before Diwali, when you have another test from the board, another 25 marks test from the board, this chapter will be included because this is the next chapter and it has to be done. Right? If you have not done this thoroughly, you are going to have a problem when that test is conducted just before Diwali. So make sure you understand this thoroughly, repeat it, write it down in your notebook, especially the proofs. Okay, you cannot do without that. All right, now let's begin. Okay, there are a couple of problems that I want to do here. Okay, some questions. First of all, the short questions, fill in the blanks questions. Okay, I'm doing as many as I can for you, as many as possible, but you must take them down in your notebook. All right, see this first one. Fill in the blanks. All circles are always similar. All circles are similar. Circles are always similar. Remember that, because circle's shape is always the same. The size of the circle may be different. In other words, the radius of the circles, the radii may be different. If the radii is different, the circles they become of different size. Like you have different size bangles. Okay, so the shape is same. In other words, they are similar, but they may not be congruent because the radii may be different. All right. Then second one. See, all squares are all squares are similar. Okay, they cannot be congruent. They may be congruent, they may not be congruent. Why are they similar? You see, because the shape of a square is always the same. In a square, all the four angles are 90 degrees. So therefore, the shape is going to be the same. But if the length of the side is different, then the square may be of different sizes, and therefore they may not be congruent. But they are always similar because the shape is always the same, because it has got four right angles. All right, let us see the third one. All blank triangles are similar. Okay, all equilateral triangles, all equilateral triangles, all equilateral triangles, all equilateral triangles are similar. Okay, are similar. Why are all equilateral triangles similar? Because in an equilateral triangle, all the angles are 60 degrees. So if you got two equilateral triangles, their angles will be the same. Therefore, the shape also will be the same. And therefore, equilateral triangles will always be similar. They may not be congruent because the size of the triangles may be different. One may be an equilateral triangle of 4 centimeters, the other may be 5 centimeters. And therefore, the triangle's size would be different, and therefore they would not be congruent, but they would be same shape, and they would be of the same shape and similar. All right. Number 4. Question number 4 says two polygons. Now, what is a polygon? A polygon is a multi-sided figure. A closed plane figure with 3, 4, 5, 6. A figure with 3 sides is called a triangle. Okay. A quadrilateral is a 4-sided figure. A polygon is generally a 5 or more than 5-sided figure. Okay. So, two polygons of the same number of sides are similar if A, their corresponding angles are congruent and their corresponding sides are in equal proportion. So two polygons, okay, two polygons of the same number of sides are similar if a their corresponding angles are equal. Here the word equal is used, but actually angles are not equal, they are of equal measure, and therefore they are congruent. But here the word equal is used, so I am using the word equal. And they are in the sides, the corresponding sides are in the same proportion, are corresponding sides are in proportion. That is your B. The corresponding sides are in the same proportion. Okay. If the corresponding sides are in equal proportion and the corresponding angles are equal, then the two polygons are said to be similar. Okay, that is one. Let's see the second question out there also. Give two different examples of a pair of similar figures. Okay, a pair of similar figures. a pair of similar figures. Now you can take for example, okay, a rectangle ABCD, okay, a rectangle with length 4 centimeters and this is 2 centimeters breadth. Of course, in a rectangle all the four angles are 90 degrees. All right, this is similar to another rectangle. Take another rectangle, okay. Here say PQRS is another rectangle, PQRS. Since it is a rectangle, all four angles are 90 degrees. All four angles are 90 degrees. So angles are the congruent, corresponding angles, angle AP, DS and so on, they are congruent. Now this is 4 and 2, okay. Supposing I take a instead of rectangle, let us take a square. That would be far better, it would be easier, not a rectangle, okay. This is 4 and 4, okay. Let us suppose this is 3 and 3, okay. So length and breadth is 4 and 4. This is 4, this is 4, this is a square, this is also a square. All the sides are equal. So if you take the corresponding sides, the ratio will be 4 upon 3, 4 upon 3, 4 upon 3, 4 upon 3. Therefore they are similar, okay. In the same way, two circles, okay, two circles are always going to be similar. Or if you take for example a triangle, let us say, okay, a triangle ABC and another triangle DEF, two triangles. Suppose this angle is 60 degrees, this is 60 degrees, this is 50 degrees, this is 50 and this is 70 degrees. Corresponding angles are congruent, okay. Suppose this is 2 centimeters, this is 4 centimeters, this is 3 centimeters, this is 6, this is 4 centimeters, this is 8. The ratio of the corresponding sides is half, 1 upon 2. Corresponding angles are congruent, therefore triangles are similar, okay. Non-similar figures. Now let us see examples of non-similar figures, okay. One example of a non-similar figure. Non-similar can be a non-similar figure. Now here you see, if I take a square, ABCD is a square. In a square all angles are right angles, so I am making right angles here, okay. Suppose the length of each side is 2 centimeters. Now here if I take a rectangle, okay, a rectangle PQRS. PQRS is a rectangle. In a rectangle, the length, suppose the length is say 4 centimeters and the breadth is 3 centimeters, 4 centimeters, 3 centimeters. Angles are 90 degrees, yes, but the ratio of the corresponding sides is not the same. AD upon PQ, okay, AD upon PS is 2 upon 3, but AB upon PQ is 2 upon 4, that is half, and therefore not similar, okay. They are not similar. In the same way, I can take two triangles, okay, different angles and different sides. They would also not be similar, okay. Now let us take another example. State whether the following quadrilaterals are similar or not. Some figures are given here, okay. Here we have got PQRS, and 1.5, 1 point, it's a square or a rhombus. In a square or rhombus, all the four sides are equal. So suppose this is a rhombus, okay. It doesn't look like a square because the angles are not 90 degrees. So this is a rhombus. But in a rhombus, all the four sides are equal. Then we have got a square, okay. So we have got a square. In a square ABCD, all the four sides are equal and all the four angles are right angles, okay. This is a right angle, this is a right angle, this is a right angle, and this is 3 centimeters, 3 centimeters, 3 centimeters and 3 centimeters. So if I take for example PQ upon AB is equal to QR upon BC is equal to RS upon CD is equal to SP upon BA, and that you can see is 1.5 upon 3, okay, that is equal to half. So the sides are in corresponding sides are in the same proportion, but the angles are not congruent. Angles are not congruent. They are not equal. In a square, all the angles are 90 degrees, but here the angles are not 90 degrees. It's a rhombus. Okay, therefore they are not similar. They are not similar. Remember, in this case, the angles also must be congruent, but the angles are not congruent. Therefore, they are not similar. The sides are in the same proportion. We have to check both of them. All right. So that was about these questions. Now there are still some more questions that I want to do. Okay, some will be involving proof and some will not involve proof. So let us do some of those where proof is also involved. Okay, supposing, let me take a figure out here where this is the figure. It is shown out here, PQ and RS. Okay, and point of intersection is O. Now we are given here, see how we write. Important thing in geometry, most of you don't know how to write it. So learn how to write here. See now, here we are given that in the figure PQ is parallel, we are given PQ is parallel to RS. PQ is parallel to RS, and we are supposed to prove that. What are we supposed to prove? Prove that triangle POQ is similar to triangle SOR. Alright. Now, as I said, always begin writing the proof by what you know. So we start with in the figure PQ is parallel to RS. This is given. Alright. Now, if you look at it, the PQ and RS intersect each other in point O. Okay. The diagonals PS and QR intersect in point O. This is also shown in the figure. Okay, so therefore you can say P dash O dash R, rather S, POS and QOR, that is O lies between Q and R, and O also lies between P and S. So we got two triangles now. We want to make these two triangles, we want to prove that they are similar. When two parallel lines are intersected by a transversal, pairs of corresponding angles are congruent. So first of all, this angle is equal to this angle. Why? They are vertically opposite angles. And then this angle is equal to this angle. Why? They are alternate angles. So by a corollary, okay, and at the same time, even if you want to write this also, two angles are enough, automatically the third angle will be also equal. Then by AAA theorem, these two triangles are congruent, are rather similar. So first of all, comparing, which are the two triangles we are comparing? Comparing triangle POQ and triangle SOR. We are comparing these two triangles. Okay, angle POQ is congruent to angle SOR, which are marked with a dot. What is the reason? The reason is vertically opposite angles. In short, we write as VOA, vertically opposite angles. Then the one which are marked with these two angles, angle Q and angle R. I am writing in short, angle Q is congruent to angle R. Into bracket, alternate angles. Similarly, these two are also alternate angles. Angle P congruent to angle S, that is also alternate angles. Remember, you don't need to prove all three angles. Okay, you don't need to, because you prove two angles, that is called AA criterion. That is more than enough. But all three angles are also. Therefore, triangle POQ is similar to triangle SOR. What is the reason? Angle theorem or postulate of similarity. That's it. Simple one. Again, simple ones are often asked. You should know how to write it, and that's why I'm telling you, write it in your notebook. When you watch the video, download the video, you can pause it, write it, see the whole screen, and then you can write it there. Okay, so this was number 4. Let us do one more. Okay, see number 5. Supposing we are given a figure like this, two triangles, and the triangle given is A, B, C. Now in triangle ABC, this is 80 degrees, this is given as 60 degrees, and if two angles are 80 and 60, 80 plus 60, 140, 180 minus 140, therefore the third angle will be 40 degrees. Okay, this angle is not given, only these two angles are given, but obviously third angle will be 40 degrees. 80 plus 60, 140, so this has to be 40 degrees. Now this is given as 3.8 centimeters, this is given as 6 centimeters, and this is given as root 3 centimeters. Okay, now the other one is given as R, P, and Q. This is given as 12 centimeters, this is given as 6 root 3, and this is given as 7.6. Now what are we supposed to find? Find measure of angle P. Find angle P. To find angle P, first of all I must prove that they are similar. Then angle B and angle P and angle will be equal. But for that I must also show that the sides are in same proportion. See, comparing, if I take this as it is, see the second one, I am rearranging the second one. Okay, in the second one I am putting Q out here, P out here. See, I have changed it. Okay, and R as it is. So PQ is 12. PQ is 12. Okay, then QR is 7.6. QR is 7.6. So I put 7.6 here, and PR is 6 root 3. 6 root 3 here. Why? There is a reason. Now see, AB upon RQ. AB upon RQ. AB upon RQ will be 3.8 upon 7.6. That is equal to half. Okay, 38 2s are 76. Okay, then in the same way, BC upon QP or PQ. Okay, that will be equal to 6 upon 12. That is also half. Okay, and finally AC upon RP or PR, that is equal to 3 root 3 upon 6 root 3, and you get 3 2s are 6. Now you can see they are all equal. Therefore I can say that AB upon RQ is equal to BC upon PQ is equal to AC upon PR. Okay, and therefore by SSS theorem of similarity, okay, triangle ABC correspondence, see, A, B and C is corresponding to R, Q and P. Okay, R, Q, P. This important, this is very important, the second figure, not this figure. Okay, is a similarity. Now they are similar. If they are similar, therefore you can say triangle ABC is similar. Now here I can write triangle PQR. This is not a problem. Okay, here there is no need to write RQP. You can write PQR. The triangles are similar, but for which similarity? Only for this correspondence. So now angle P corresponds to, we want to find angle P. See, we want to find this angle P, but P corresponds to what? But angle P corresponds to angle C. Okay, and measure of angle C is equal to 40 degrees. Okay, therefore measure of angle P is also equal to 40 degrees. There you are. Okay, now this was very simple, but I have written it in detail. I wrote it in detail so that you understand it. Okay, remember the second figure has to be changed slightly. Okay, so that you get the ratio half. Okay, for that R must be written here. R is already here, but P and Q must be changed. If you change P and Q, then only you will get half. Okay, AB upon RQ, BC upon QP, AC upon PR, and that will be equal to half. Since all the sides are in corresponding proportions, therefore by SSS theorem the triangles are similar. If the triangles are similar, therefore angle P will be congruent to angle C. But angle C is 40, therefore angle P is also 40. So this was an easy one, but you got to understand how it is written. Writing it properly is vitally important. All right. So now let us take one more. Okay. Let us suppose there is a figure like this. Okay, this way. And this figure is AB and BC this way as it is shown out here, and this point of intersection is point O. Now what are we given? We are given in the figure, okay, that means in this figure, OA dot OB means multiplied by OA dot OB means OA multiplied by OB is equal to OC dot OD multiplied by OB. Okay, we have to prove what? To prove that angle A is congruent to angle C. Angle A is congruent to angle C and angle B is congruent to angle D. Alright, so now let us start with the proof. Again, simple way of writing the proof. Okay, it's not difficult at all. But unless you do it, unless you write it, you won't learn and you will not even get the confidence. You must do it. Okay, so start with what is given in the figure. Okay, OA dot OB is equal to OC dot OD. Why? Because it is given to us. Okay, now I am just rearranging this. Therefore, OA, OC I am taking on this side. Okay, and OB I am taking on the other side. I have just rearranged it. Okay, now OA upon OC is equal to OB upon OD, and this angle, see this angle, vertically opposite angles. Okay, so you can say angle AOB is congruent to angle AOB. AOD is congruent to angle BOC. What is the reason? Okay, vertically opposite angles. Of course, this we have got it. Where did we get this from? From what is given. So there is no need to write the reason. Here, if you want to write, you can write given, but it is already given written once. There is no need to write it twice. This is vertically opposite angles. So by side angle side, by SAS congruency, by SAS similarity, theorem of similarity. Okay, SAS, triangle AOD is similar to triangle BOC. Okay, by SAS, and therefore this angle will be congruent to angle B. Therefore angle A is congruent. Okay, we want to prove angle A will be congruent to angle C. This angle will be congruent to this angle and this angle B and D. So angle A is congruent to angle C and angle B is congruent to angle D. Okay, so be careful with this. They are quite easy and it's easy to write down, but you got to understand how it is done, and the only way you can learn maths is by actually writing it. Okay, so now let us do one more. Okay, seventh one. You see, there is a lamp post this way, and I'll explain the figure to you. Okay, suppose AB is a lamp post. All of us know what a lamp post is. Okay, a lamp post is basically a street light. Okay, lamp post, it's a street light, lamp post AB, and it is 3.6 meters tall. 3.6 meters tall. At point CD, this is a girl. A girl is standing here. Okay, she is 90 centimeters tall. 90 centimeters means 0.9 meters. Okay, 90 centimeters means divide by 100, 0.9 meters. Why? Because this is in meters. The height of the lamp post is in not centimeters, is not in centimeters, it is in meters. So I converted 90 centimeters into meters. And then let us take this. So a triangle is completed. This is point E. Okay, now the light of the lamp post is coming from here. So the shadow will be on this side. Okay, and the girl is moving, a girl is walking at a speed of, the girl is walking, okay, at a speed of the speed is given in the question 1.2 meters per second. Okay, now what will be the length of the shadow? This you want to find out, the shadow. Okay, this is your shadow of the girl. Why is the shadow on this side? Because the light is coming from here, so shadow cannot be on this side, the shadow has to be on the opposite side. So therefore DE is the shadow. We want to find DE, but sorry, at the same time you must also remember that this distance BD, how will you find out? Because the girl must have been here and she after 4 seconds, you see the question says after 4 seconds, after 4 seconds BD will be the distance walked. BD is the distance walked by the girl in 4 seconds. So in 1 second she walks 1.2 meters. In 1 second, 1.2 meters per second. So in 4 seconds she will walk up 12 4s are 48, 4.8 meters. So that means this is 4.8 meters. Alright. So now you can see that CD, of course she is going to stand upright. So therefore this angle is equal to this angle. Why? Simple reason. These are corresponding angles. And angle E is going to be common. Common between what? The bigger triangle and this smaller triangle. Alright. So now see what am I writing here? If you compare which triangle? I am comparing the bigger triangle. Okay. Comparing triangle AEB, the bigger triangle, and triangle, the bigger triangle and the triangle CDE. CDE. Alright. Just to show you again, see this one. Look at the figure. The bigger triangle is AEB, the bigger triangle, and the smaller triangle is CDE, CED. This one, DCE or CDE. This is the smaller triangle. Alright. Now angle B is going to be congruent to angle B. Why? We say corresponding angles. Corresponding angles. And angle E is going to be congruent to angle E. Why? Common angle. This is common angle. Okay. So therefore triangle AEB is similar to triangle CDE. The reason A criterion. Okay. Now once again, see this. Let me explain it once again from the figure. See this figure here. Here the bigger triangle is AEB and the smaller triangle is CDE, the smaller triangle. Okay. This angle is equal to this angle. They are corresponding angles. When two parallel lines are intersected by a triangle, then corresponding angles are congruent. Also, this is also corresponding angle. They are also going to be congruent. But this angle is the common angle between the smaller triangle and the bigger triangle. So by AA corollary, triangles are congruent. If the triangles are congruent, then I can take CD upon AB. Let us suppose this distance is x meters. Okay, this distance DE, which we want to find out. Okay, suppose this is x meters. Then I get CD upon AB. Alright, so see I am writing here. Therefore, CD upon AB is equal to, now look at it carefully again. CD is the smaller side, AB. In the same way, the smaller side is DE and the bigger side is BE. So DE upon BE. DE upon BE. The bigger triangle and the smaller triangle. Now CD, the whole side, CD is given as 0.9 meters. AB is given as 3.6 meters. DE, okay, DE is x meters. And BE, okay, will be 4.8 plus x. Alright, look here again in the figure. See, CD, the height of the girl is 0.9 meters. AB, CD upon AB, AB is the height of the lamppost 3.6 meters, is equal to DE, which is x meters, upon BE. BE is 4.8 plus x meters. Now we have to, all we have to do is find x. Okay, so I cross multiply. This becomes 9 upon 36 is equal to x upon 4.x plus x. Okay, 9 upon 36 means 9 4s are 36. 1 upon 4, 4.8 plus x. Now I cross multiply. 4.8 plus x multiplied by 1 is equal to 4x. Okay, so 4x minus x is equal to 4.8, or 3x is equal to 4.8, or x is equal to 4.8 upon 3. So 16 threes are 48, 1.6. So x is equal to 1.6 meters. So the height of the shadow of the girl is 1.6 meters. Okay, the length of the shadow, length of the shadow of the girl is 1.6 meters. All right, that is the length of the shadow of the girl. Okay, 1.6 meters. So once again, this question, okay, look at it carefully. It looks difficult, but it's not. It is based on similar triangles only. All right. So therefore, you can see that this is, first of all, you have to show that the triangles are similar. After the triangles are similar, they take the ratio of the sides. After that, put the values of the ratio of the sides. Put the values, find the value of x. All right, this should be more than enough. I'm not trying to keep the video, I'm trying to keep the length of the videos to about half an hour, so that you can watch the entire video. The other thing is also, I want you to understand that unless you watch it carefully, the entire video, then write down whatever you can write down from the video. Okay, if it is possible, download it so you can watch it any number of times without using your data. Okay, and then copy it down in a notebook, because then only it is possible to study from the notebook. You can't study from the video, and you have to take it seriously before Diwali vacation, when there is another test for mathematics. Believe it or not, this chapter will be asked. Okay, so be serious about this. That should be enough for today. Have a nice day.